Hello Leo, and welcome to your February 2019 Lenormand reading. I'm Jade with yesYesYes, and thank you so much for coming to my channel. I want to give a big shout out for all of you who have liked and shared and subscribed. It really means a lot, and I've been really enjoying this journey with you. And growing my channel's been really great, so thank you all for your support. And for those who've reached out for personal readings, that's been amazing as well. It's been great to work with you one-on-one. So I'm happy to do that. All of that information, my website link is in the box below, as well as information on the cards I'm using. Today we're going to use the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck, and I'm going to do the Grand Tableau spread that was developed by Mademoiselle Lenormand. It's 36 cards. We're going to lay them all out, and this gives me the I always find the most accurate readings here because I'm able to see so many things all in one spread. And so I'm going to do it in a very general, kind of quick and dirty way. That's what I call it. And then you can see how the spread works. And then if you want to work with me privately, then you know how to do that. All right. So let's see how we're going. So for Leo, February 2019. Oh, I think it's that one. That's the beginner. Okay. So I'm going to lay them out. Well, I'll show them to you, then I'll lay them out. Oh, there is the feminine card right away. Feminine Leos. And then we have the lily. And the ring. Oh dear, what is happening? I love this. Some sweetness, and it's destiny. Is there marriage coming? There's the scythe. And the tree, some longevity maybe? Bouquet, oh my gosh. This is great, Leo. This is so good. And then the clouds. Now why would that make you so confused? There's all so many beautiful cards there to make you confused. Here we are, the heart, the love, right up underneath the feminine. This is beautiful. And then the dog. Oh, interesting. The snake right afterwards, and the cross, and the fox, entrepreneur card, and the garden, community, the anchor, that's where our stability lies, and the paths, the choices. There are choices, of course, always. The stork, the moon, that is the clover, the fish, the tower, the coffin, the letter, and the birds. All right, last line, the whip, the house, the bear, the mice, there's the masculine, and a child, the book, and the key. All right, the last four that kind of give us summation, we have the rider, the mountain, the sun card, and the ship. Okay. All right. So we talked a little bit masculine and feminine. So feminine, this is your present, and everything here is your future. Masculine, this is your present line. This stuff would be in your past, and this stuff is in your future. Okay. Now give me a moment. I want to count and see if any cards are in their houses. Give me a second. Okay, so the stork card is in its own house, and this is about reaping the rewards, working really hard to make something happen. This is like, you know, being pregnant, right? It takes 10 months, you're giving your body, you're taking care of a baby, you're growing it in your body, you're giving all the nutrients, you're sacrificing a lot, you're changing, you're changing your life, you're preparing. So that's what the stork is really about. It's about And the underlying energy here is, what is it that you have been preparing for, Leo? What have you been nurturing and waiting to come to reap the rewards of? Okay, so we'll see how that lays out. Now, the first thing I'm seeing right away is that I've got a lot of love and commitment here with this feminine up here in this very top left corner. Okay, the other thing I find interesting is actually, though the man is far away, the masculine energy, he's actually sitting in the house of the woman. So I'm going to say that there is a connection between these two, even though there's quite a bit between, like quite a bit of space between you all. Now, the masculine might have already met his feminine. Masculine Leo, you might have already met your feminine, and you might be thinking about her, okay? You might feel like she's far away. You might feel like she is already in relationship away from you, but we'll see if anything pans out for the future. Now, feminines, your masculine is in your future, and he is in the stable place where he's connected to you because he's sitting in your house, okay? So what that means is that he's actually quite balanced in his masculinity and in his femininity. And so he actually might be someone that you meet through a woman, okay? So like through a sister or a friend, a female friend. So just keep that in mind. That's where he is. So the other thing, though, is that I'm seeing this love and this connection already with this feminine. So this also, I'm going to try to read this, make this reading for the singles as well as the couples, because I'm feeling like this Leo might already be coupled, okay? So it's possible. There's a lot going on here. Let me get some tea and we'll get started. Okay, first line. We're going to read it like a sentence. There's a sensual suppleness to this feminine who is committed. And she's committed to something that she's been dreaming of. And this is the future for you, feminines, okay? So you're really committed to this vision that you've had of yourself. And it could be a relationship that you've had, but you live the life, you're living the life that you want to create, okay? So a lot of people will say you have to walk the walk. You have to talk the talk and walk the walk. Is that what I'm trying to say? You're manifesting because you are living that life. You're creating this vision that you have for yourself, and things are coming forward because of that, if that makes sense, okay? Now, it's specifically connected to love because we have the commitment card, we have love right up underneath you. We have this new beginning, this birthright that's coming right up underneath you. We have the discipline card coming right up underneath you. So feminine, I think that you're in this great place of manifesting this love relationship that you truly want. If you are not in it already, if you are in it, I feel like it's exactly what you wanted. It's the dream come true. And we'll talk about how things are unfolding from that, okay? So that's where we're at. Now, there's a quickness. There's a change that's going to happen. This is right on the line of the masculine, actually. And it's going to cut through, it could be cutting through the family line. It could be cutting through some health. There could be like a health issue that comes up in the future here, okay? And this could be in the future for both masculine and feminine. But if there is a change in family, okay, so let's say that there's a quickening, a cutting of something in the family that's happened. So it's, you know, family situations are it can be very emotionally draining. We are connected to our families in a lot of ways. Some people aren't, but in a lot of ways we are. And so when something like that comes up, it can be very draining. And again, there are tough cards underneath it, so that can be underlying the issues, okay? So, and the child could also mean immaturity. So there could be some type of immature behavior that needs to change, okay, in the family, and that could be what's getting cut out, okay? So there's lots of ways to look at this. So please breathe. Don't go to the dramatic place. Let's just move to a place where we're doing our best, because that's all that we can do, right? Okay, so just keep in mind that you have been really creating the life that is amazing and beautiful here with love, with commitment. It's dreamy. There might be a challenge here just in family. There might be a challenge in health. But what I will say, because the bouquet is here, is actually it's quite blessed, okay? So you are going to get through this. It's going to be confusing as to how you did it. It might have been a deep challenge for you, but or this blessing could have come out of someplace you didn't really expect. So the bouquet softens, right? So it's actually softening this scythe card here. The scythe cuts through, or it quickens, it makes things fast, and the bouquet comes through and it supports. It's a blessing card. It's as if, you know, you were in the hospital getting well, right? You know, if this is, you know, just a temporary illness, it's people bringing you bouquet flowers so that you get better. Okay, so just keep that in mind. There is a shift that's happening in the middle here in this middle line, and it's working out. It's gonna all work out. Okay. All right. Second line. Woo. Now, we're starting with the heart card. That's the love. And what I'm seeing here is that it's connected to a friendship. Now, if you are in love with someone who was at first your friend and you kind of, that's surprising to you, that does happen. It does happen all the time, actually. And John Cusack made that known best. With all of his movies from the 80s, made us think that we could all fall in love with the best friends. So anyway, so there could be a relationship that began with friendship here. Now we are shifting here a little bit because there's something, and maybe it could be that while you're in love, Leo, that your friends may not be happy about that. Maybe they are really wanting to be in relationship themselves. Perhaps they want to be in relationship with the same person that you're in relationship with. So just know that there's a little bit of deception underlying when it comes to this relationship, and that deception is creating a little bit of a burden for you in this relationship. Of course, that makes sense. It would. Okay, so there could have been just a lie that was told from a friend that has to do with your relationship, and so now you're kind of at a place where you're wondering, can you trust this person at all? And what I'll say is that the next card here is saying, really look out for yourself. Okay, see through it. If it is a lie, if something did come up, even if it's a small thing, see through it, look at it exactly the way that it is, cut it down if you need to, and don't expect anything more from that person. Okay, now, does that mean you can't trust them in the future? No, it just means that you see the situation for what it is, and it will take some time to build trust again. Okay, now, do you need to cut them out of your life? I'm not necessarily seeing that. What I'm seeing right now is that something just came forward. It's causing some tension in the friendship, and you need to take care of you ultimately. This is also right over the masculine card here. So for feminine, if it does have to do with this friendship and connected to your masculine, do make sure that you're taking care of the relationship most of all, okay? Take care of the relationship, take care of your health, take care of your money. All of these things are in line. So you look out for you. Now masculine, this is stuff that's going on in your past here. And sorry, I didn't reference you in this top part either. So masculine, your lady might be somebody who is in relationship already. And there might be a strain with that. It might have been that she was in relationship with somebody it's now becoming more of like a friendship relationship, and that's become the burden, okay? So right now for masculines, the feminine might not be available, but it might be the woman that you want to be with, okay? And that's totally fine, and you'll see if that develops, all right? The other thing is that there is going to be this change that happens in all of this energy here, okay? This is that cutting, that quickening that happens here in the middle, and masculine, you're right here, okay? So this is that place where masculine, you can put yourself in prime position to be the person that your feminine sees and finds solace with, okay? So that kind of thing happens. Now, be careful, masculine, because you're right here with the child card, that you're not being seen as immature. If you do have a child, or if that is what's connecting you to then wonderful. But just make sure that you are acting in a way that is true, that you're letting your emotions not necessarily guide you. Like you know, you need to be supportive. You need to hold the space for your feminine's process, okay? So if this is breaking up, then hold space for it, all right? Because it doesn't look like the feminine even knows what's going on at this point. She doesn't know that all of this change is going to occur. And because this is in her future. But what I will say is that the other thing about this love line here and reading it together is that ultimately, if everyone takes care of themselves, right? Here's the heart of the reading. If you're looking out for you, if you're looking out for the relationship, everything's going to work out, okay? It may be something that turns into a very public knowing ultimately, okay? So this could be revealed on social media for everyone to know that, this friendship went down, that this relationship went down. This relationship may not even go down. It might just be what this conversation was, that there was a little bit of deceit, okay? But the public's going to know about it. There will be some stability that comes through, however, and it's just going to be based on a choice that's made, okay? So what I'm feeling is that it's strongly the feminine, but masculine, it could be something going on in your life too, where there's some type of upheaval with a friend. And if everyone is choosing to take care of themselves in a way so that they're going to survive best, you can be compassionate towards others, but make sure that you're taking care of you, your health, and your money. If you make those choices, that's going to get you to that stability, okay? Then everything's going to work out because you're in that place of taking power over and making the choice for yourself, okay? All right. Third line, here we go. So here is this blossoming, this new beginning. It's emotional, okay? Now for the feminine, this is all the future, but it's also kind of underlying what's subconscious. So there's this new emotional beginning, and it's blessed, and and there's a lot of it, okay? This is the abundance card. It does have to do with money, but let's see how else it comes out. So maybe there's an emotional connection to money, or maybe just something about money is coming forward, because we also have the organization card, the Tower here. So what we could be seeing is that there's a corporate connection here. We're making money, or if it's a university, you're giving money. Basically money is connected to this greater organization. Now what I am seeing is that there's a transformation that's happening, some kind of change that happens that comes through writing and conversation. So I'm wondering is if where we were in the past for the masculine, okay, there was this beautiful you were building something, okay, that seemed like it was going quite well, and then something had to change at work, and the change occurred because you were given a letter. So it could be, somebody had asked for resignation, or you gave your letter of resignation, and there was some gossip or some talk about it. So just keep that in mind, that if this is work related, then there is a change that actually the masculine might be in right now. For feminine, this is all happening underneath, okay? So let's keep that in mind as well. So there is in the near future, you're feeling good, emotions are set, everything's kind of happening in a way that is abundant and joyful, and then there's a change up, okay? And there's a change up because of some gossip, because of something. Maybe it was like the text that was revealed. This is the past, so this could finally make its way upwards, but just keep in mind that it may feel good in the near future, and there might be a change right after that, okay? Something's going on for Leo halfway through the month where there's a change. So the advice is be really aware of what's going on in your world. Enjoy things as they are unfolding, but always take care of you, your money, and your health. I'm just gonna keep saying it, okay? Last line, discipline. Okay, so we've got some type of discipline or structure that's needed with the home. It might be related to your family. So maybe this is the family home and there is some nervousness about this, okay? So there might be some tension in the family home, perhaps with your parents, maybe their home, that it's got you a little bit nervous. And this is feminine underneath everything, okay? So in the future for the feminine. For the masculine, if this has happened in the past where the home has been kind of upset, there was some tension, there was some nervousness, perhaps it was, the bear can also be an authoritative card, so it could be about someone trying to, this could be a bank actually, so this could be the mortgage on the house, and that is causing some tension, or maybe the mortgage rate, we all know this, the mortgage rates just rose, so maybe that's what's going on. So you might be feeling that right now, specifically to the masculine. And if there's a child involved, you're just really worried and want to make sure that your child or children are taken care of, even though that this home situation is in flux, okay? Now, what I'll say is that the finances could actually be just fine. It's just that right now, that's the pressure point, okay? So just keep breathing. Make sure that you're taking care of you and what's important to you. And when whatever information is that comes about with this, the reason, I mean, if it was an interest change, then you know that that's the answer, okay? But there might be something else that has created this tension. So allow that information to come up. That's what's showing that the book is going to show us that there's going to be information coming forward about this tension in the home, okay? The other thing is you could be learning how to perhaps invest in a home, or learning how to change your mortgages so that it's not a strain anymore, okay? So that's gonna be something that is unlocked for you. That's what that means. All right, so final line here, we have the writer. Things that you want to come are coming, but they're just a bit of a challenge, okay? So we started in this very beautiful place of blessings and getting everything that we wanted, working really hard to manifest everything, living the life, manifesting the life that we've been working towards. It has been hard work, but it is coming. It's just coming slowly. And on the other side of all this, they're gonna have success. There's gonna be movement. You're gonna be on your path and moving forward. So right now it just might feel a little sticky. There's a lot of like hurry up and wait energy. So really building and nurturing still some more. Feminine, I feel like you're on your path doing it. You're manifesting, you're doing a great job. Masculine, I feel like you're working towards that as well, okay? I hope this all makes sense, Leo. If any of this resonates, please let me know in the comments below. I'm wishing you all the best. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'd love to hear from you. So thanks so much. Happy February, guys.